I think I'm pretty sure I saw Sloan and Spill Sesh um, at like the release party or something of JoJo's song. And I just find it interesting because I'm like to cover stories about, predators and stuff like that. Um, or people that have been accused of things, and even JoJo being in the headlines for being abusive towards those kids. I think it's really interesting to be going to like release parties and stuff like that.
So it's just strange to me that Spill Sesh and Sloan can get away with hanging out with Manny MUA, going to JoJo Siwa's music launch, and doing all of these things. It's just weird. If I were to do that, I would get dragged to hell in a handbasket.
Again, you cannot pay me to be around some of these people. I am here to report on what I'm seeing. I don't want any bias. I don't want any preconceived notions as to, oh well, I met them in I met them in LA and we had a really good conversation over drinks. Like, no, I don't want that.
Back in the day when I was coming up on YouTube, this would never ever be able to happen. There was all these allegations of payroll, and I'm getting paid for this, and this person's paying me for that, and I'm getting paid for that, and Dustin did this, and Nick did that. So I am kind of wondering where the Keep the Same Energy crew went, because these people are not keeping the same energy.
Hello, and welcome to Influencer Police, a place where we expose the lies, the cheating, and the dirty ways of these filthy influencers. Today's suspects: drama channels at war, Sloan and Spill Sesh under fire. I'm Chief Coconut, and today I am joined by Detective Doodleberry. Let's get into it. So, a lot of drama is popping off in the drama community. I mean, as to be expected. But interestingly enough, two drama channels right now are at the forefront of a lot of scrutiny by most other drama channels. A lot of drama channels are very angry and annoyed and a little like suspicious of. They're very suspicious of the fact that they've noticed Sloan and Spill Sesh being very friendly with influencers, being, fraternizing with them, going to lunch with them, being on their podcasts, and attending their parties. And what really, I think, was kind of like the nail in the coffin for those two was them attending the JoJo Siwa release party, which I think we were all kind of shook about. We're like, why are you there? But what really got this conversation going was Dustin Daly recently posted a couple of days ago a video basically calling out Sloan and Spill Sesh, and he just went off on them. I mean, he talked about a lot of different things. And I think he kind of got encouraged by Adam McIntyre, who also was like, why are these two at this release party? It's really weird. Like, she's an alleged predator. Alleged predators are there in attendance. Like, why are you two there? It's just really weird.
Wait, who's an alleged predator?
JoJo Siwa. And then Colleen Bollinger.
Oh, I
and
thought
James
you
Charles.
meant like Spill Sesh. I was like, wait a second.
No.
I was like, hold up.
No.
Oh, okay, yeah.
She's just a fake bitch.
Oh. Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
T.
So basically, Dustin Daly in his video, I mean, he talked about a lot of stuff, especially about Sloan. I feel like he went in a lot on Sloan. They have some bad blood for real. But apparently, Dustin Daly and his friend Petty Page, is that what she's called? But I know her name is Paige, and she is also a drama channel. And she makes really good content, but I watch all drama channels basically. And I like them all really, besides Spill Sesh, I would say. What about you?
I don't watch them all, but I do watch a lot of Sloane's content. Sometimes I'll watch Spill Sesh, but I feel like her takes are always like super just like leaning towards whatever the majority of the public is saying, and like she's always very careful, and like it's not like, I feel like Sloan is sometimes like kind of like dangerous and like he'll take risks and like will expose people and like he'll give us like some real tea, you know what I mean? But she like is not always giving.
So, what Dustin actually mentioned in his video is how Sloane's titles are really crazy sometimes. Like, you know, everyone that knows Sloane knows his titles sometimes are crazy.
But that's how he like gets views.
That's how he gets views, but I think like a lot of like the other drama channels, they're more like serious with it. So they don't like the fact that his are so crazy.
I mean, ours are crazy.
Ours aren't as crazy as his.
Sometimes they are.
I mean, but he kind of like inspires like us in like the titles because like we are trying to get clicks.
Well, like I like
channel.
Sloan. So.
I also like Sloane, but I could see like what they're also saying. I mean, like some of his titles are crazy. Like
I feel like they're just
she's
kind of jealous
house.
because he's like on the come up. So
well, Dustin mentioned like he's not jealous of these people.
Of course, he has to say that.
He does, but I mean, like maybe it's true. I mean, maybe he's just genuinely annoyed.
I mean, okay, listen about this whole like them attending JoJo Siwa's thing. I want to know if they were invited by JoJo Siwa or like how did that work? Do we know?
I honestly don't know. I know why Sloane was there because of Spill Sesh, but I don't know if Spill Sesh was invited personally.
Here's the thing though, like since they are drama channels, like is that no different than a news reporter like pulling up to something that they're gonna report on? Like, it's kind of a double-edged sword. It's like, were they invited by these people? Are they, like, heavily associated with these people? Or were they just there to, like, get the tea? Like, that's what I want to know.
Well, so here, what goes along with that is Dustin in his video basically said, like, he thinks that James Charles and Sloane are friendly. And that's why Sloane never covers him, like, ever in a video. And I mean, I can't remember him covering him in a video. I can't remember him covering like Manny and James, any of them. And there's a lot of tea on them all. And he covers a lot of predators, but he's never covering like the biggest one on YouTube, alleged. Like,
oh wow.
Yeah, like that's
wait,
like,
okay, wait. I have to like fact check this right now. Like, does he not have a video on James Charles? Like, I'm actually shook at this.
Yeah, I can't remember, like, a video that he's made of James Charles, so... And you can say the same about Manny MUA and a lot of them. It's just kind of, like, weird energy.
Dude. He doesn't have a video about James Charles.
That's what I'm saying.
How is that even possible?
Exactly. Like, all of the content that he creates and all the people he exposes and talks about and all the predators, and he does not have a video on the main one.
How long have they been friendly? Because, like, Sloane's been around for, like, at least a couple years now.
That's not that long.
Maybe even a few years now, and, like... What? There's been so much tea, like, over the time.
I know, and, like...
Even just little things, like...
I thought that was a good point that Dustin made. I was like, wait,
really
that's
weird,
so
bro.
True.
That's really weird.
Weird. And that would make sense because Manny MUA is super close with James Charles, and they're super close with Manny MUA. So they probably do, like, they probably are kind of, like, friends with him and, like, run in the same circle. And also what Dustin said is that while he was at lunch with Sloan and Spill Sesh and Paige, I think that's who was there, but he was definitely with Spill Sesh, and he saw her text Manny MUA about having a threesome with Sloan and Manny MUA.
What?
Yes. And then the next...
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. I'm sorry.
Yep.
James Charles Sloan and
No, James Charles. No, it's my head now. Sloan, Manny MUA, Spill Sesh, threesome.
But that's a woman and they're gay.
Gay guys do that all the time.
They do?
Yes, I have been asked by a gay guy to do that.
I'm really confused. Why?
They just do it.
What?
I can't explain that to you, but yeah.
Okay, that's really weird, but okay, interesting. I mean, do you? But
So that's what he
I wouldn't suspect that.
saw and suspected, and then like
I don't believe that. That's like way too far.
I don't think that's too far. But anyways, I think like weeks later she does her reveal with Manny MUA. Like right after like he sees like them like canoodling like and texting and stuff.
I mean, sure, but like I don't believe the like threesome thing. That's like
I don't know why that you can't believe that. I mean, I don't know if it's real or not.
I don't know. I just for some reason I just don't see that, but that's just me. I don't know. Maybe that is real, but I'm just like I don't know about that one.
I mean, I don't really think it like it doesn't matter, but I think it just adds context that like these people are close.
Oh well, yeah, they're obviously close.
Like
yeah,
really
but
close.
I don't think they're like, you know.
Well, who
doing the
knows?
do.
I mean, who knows?
Well, like they're that close. You know what I'm saying?
Who knows, y'all? But I thought that the whole reveal with Manny MUA was so like off-putting. I think she lost a lot of subscribers from that. It was so off-putting.
Yeah. Well,
So fake, so
it was
off-putting.
just really interesting choice. You know,
The worst choice.
It's like it was telling.
So telling of her character. And then she's like,
That's kind of where she lost me. I'm just like
she lost me right then. She closed the thing and she's like, it's not Morgan Adams, it's Christy. Like, we don't know who Christy is. We don't know who you are. Like, she said it in a way that's like, it's Christy.
I almost like wish it was Morgan Adams. Like
we all do.
But it's like she kind of like lost me because what was cool about her channel was like she was anonymous and like she would go to the influencer things.
Yeah.
And nobody would know who she was. So it was kind of like iconic.
Yeah.
But now it's just like
She wants to be one.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
So that's another criticism that, you know, I think Dustin and others have said about these two is that they're trying to be influencers and less like drama channels and more influencers themselves. Like, they're trying to like hang out with influencers and like they do hang out with influencers and they're going to like their parties. And Sloan is always like talking about how he's running into people. He just ran into like Jeff like the other day and was like, I don't know, seemed infatuated by him. And I'm just like,
well, he lives like in the same area as all of them. Of course he's gonna run into them.
I know, but like I think he like hangs out with them a lot and like goes to like their parties and like I don't know.
Okay.
But everyone's saying that like when he moved to LA, like he changed.
You people bore me. I mean, like, what the fuck did you think was gonna happen? And like, he was never anonymous. Like, he is an influencer basically, just a different kind, I guess. But still, I mean, I get what everyone is saying, but it's like, at the end of the fucking day, Sloan and Spill Sesh, they can be whoever they want to be. They can hang out with whoever they want to hang out with, and they can report on whoever they want to report on, unfortunately. Like, and that is just what it is, and that's just who these people are, and you can watch their shit or not, but you know, like, that's just the reality of it.
Well, that's a really boring take you just had.
I mean, it's just the truth. It's like, I'm not really surprised.
That's the truth, but it's like, we're trying to get into the nitty-gritty of it all.
I mean, I know, like, he obviously has changed, okay? Like, don't get me wrong. When he first started, he was very much, like, kind of a little more reserved, and he would always bring up, you know, like, his faith. I mean, he still does, but in a way where he was like reserved and like scared to talk about certain things, and now he's like a lot more open. But I don't know. I mean, yeah, he's obviously changed, but LA changes people, so it's nothing new.
LA does change
It
people.
happens to all these influencers. They all like move to LA and like change.
And I think it's like they're making each other change by like hanging out with each other and like just like having these like just shallow tendencies and being obsessed with how they look and like just living like very like luxurious rich lifestyles, just getting lost in it.
100%, like having big fancy dinners and
Yeah.
doing all these extra things.
Personal trainers and like dietitians.
I mean, honestly, it must be nice. Like,
I mean, yeah, it sounds really nice. But it doesn't sound nice to get lost in it.
no, like be
And
grateful and be humble. And definitely be on the side of like morals and like just because first of all, you shouldn't befriend this like alleged predator. And I hate that we have to say alleged, but
Which one are we talking about?
James Charles.
Yeah.
That has me shook. But like the fact that he doesn't like openly say he's friends with him, at least I've never heard him say that.
I've never heard him say that, probably for a reason.
Exactly. It's like if you have to like keep your friendship on the low with somebody like that, like maybe you shouldn't be friends with them. You know what I mean?
But just to associate with Manny MUA so hard, who literally is an alleged predator protector, is just so gross. Like, that guy is gross. Like, he is shady as fuck.
I know, I don't fuck with him. There's just something off about him. I've
So
always been
off.
this off energy about Manny MUA. Like, I don't know what it is, but I just don't fuck with that guy.
Anyone who defends predator alleged James Charles, anyone who like befriends him, supports him publicly,
You're a weirdo. You're a fucking weirdo. And I'm looking right at you, Alex Warren and Cover, whatever the fuck your bitch ass is. And if you know, you know. Like, y'all may not know who those people are, but if you do, you do. And
I don't know who those people
and those
are.
motherfuckers be openly hanging out with James Charles the entire time this whole shit's been going on. And I'm looking at you, Tabitha Swatosh. And I'm looking at you, Michael Sanzone. And I'm looking at all y'all weird ass motherfuckers.
I'm looking at you, HRH Collection. I'm looking at you, Manny MUA, Laura Leach. Who else?
I'm looking at
Just a bunch of buffos. I don't even know who they are.
just a bunch of
Irrelevant ass bitches.
I'm looking at you, JoJo Siwa.
The most boof of them all.
I know, song stealing ass motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Karma's a bitch and you should have known better, JoJo Siwa, for real.
I'll say JoJo got her karma for real, Britt Smith. She came through with that motherfucking karma. That's right. She topped the charts, number 3 on the pop charts.
That's crazy.
Number 5 in the overall
Did
charts.
JoJo chart?
I think she got like 76.
Oh.
She did not chart.
Oh my god, that's
Mhm.
crazy.
JoJo has 1 million dislikes on her video and counting.
How do people see that?
They can like look it up through like the back way somehow.
Oh, I think it's like a mod or something, right?
I don't know how they do it, but they can look it up.
Damn, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Not surprising though, honestly. Deserved.
Yeah. So
You know who defended JoJo Siwa?
who?
Bryce Hall.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Why?
He was like, I fuck with JoJo Siwa.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Oh no. Is
He thinks that she's a troll, which I also think she's a troll. Well, he hopes that she's a troll.
I don't know. Even if she was a troll, she's still like alleged abusing children. So
Yeah, 100%.
like no, I don't care what the fuck you are.
But he's
bitch.
so dumb, he probably doesn't know that, you know.
Oh yeah,
obviously.
he's definitely clueless and dumb as a bucket of rocks.
Anyways, what were you gonna say?
Well, I was just gonna say, I mean, there's so many things to say, but I mean, a lot of drama channels, like, they like integrity with the drama channels, like, you know, we all report on the same thing, we all get, like, scrutinized, and back in the day when, like, people would even accept, like, a makeup palette from an influencer, like, people would get shit. They'd be like, you're on the fucking payroll, And, like, now
Uh-huh.
these people are literally, like, hanging out with these people, befriending them, going to, like, parties with them. So they're kind of just like, what is this?
I
Like,
mean, it's kind of like these people are kind of dumb, like, because I feel like the influencer is obviously just hanging out with them to ensure, like,
they don't
good
talk about them.
reportings. You know
Which,
what I mean?
that would also happen back in the day. Like, the influencers would, like, get into the minds of the drama channels and influence what they're reporting and, like, feed
But,
them
like, that's
information.
probably still, like, what's going on. There's no way to not have that happen. I mean, look at how Sloan doesn't report on James.
Well, yeah, for sure. But, like, that's just, it is, like, a thing. So a lot of drama channels are just, like, first of all, like, double standards for some and not others.
It
And,
just really sucks because, like, I really like Sloan's content, so I'm just like, oh wow, interesting. This is news to me.
yeah, I'm like, I always loved Sloan, like,
Me too.
and I thought he was, like, a pretty good person, it seemed. But with the James Charles thing, I don't know if that's, like, I hope he says something about that, because, like, please,
I know, for real.
like,
Please say something about that because I'm like,
and please let us know if you're really, like, friends
I don't want
with
that to be
him.
real. I'm like,
I don't
want to judge a
either.
book by its cover too hard, but because some of these other drama channels that you're mentioning, like, they're not the most, like, trustworthy people either. So,
Well, how do you know?
because, like, they're drama channels, bro. Like, I don't know. They're
Dude,
always,
we're
like,
drama channels.
yeah, we are, but I don't know. Like, we're not lying about anything. I don't know. We're not, like, in beef with these other motherfuckers.
Well, no one even knows who we are.
Exactly. Like, what the fuck would we have to
Someone
lie
that I
about?
really do, like, majorly respect, though, in the drama channel sphere is Adam McIntyre. I respect that kid so much.
Oh, yeah. Like, I'm not even talking about him. I was more just talking about Dustin Daly.
Oh, I
Wasn't
know.
he in some, like, shit before? Like, his name sounded too familiar and
Yeah,
not in a
he's
good
been
way.
in some shit and, like, before, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying what he's saying.
But that's what I'm saying, though. You know, oh, I get you.
But for real, I mean,
I'm just saying, like, I'm not gonna take everything he's saying,
Of
like,
course.
straight to the soul because I'm like, I don't know, like,
of course.
and also, like, they could just be going to these events to report on them, like.
It doesn't seem like that because he didn't report on it.
Yeah, he did.
Not really. He didn't.
No, he did. He made a whole video.
He did, but he wasn't, like, reporting about what happened at the party.
Well, because I don't really think much happened besides JoJo Siwa, like, screaming her songs. And that's kind of what he said.
I guess, but it didn't really seem like that's why they were there. I mean, I think he said that, like, he just went because he lived close and Spill Sesh invited him. Like, I don't think he had, like...
Okay, but, like, I would go too.
Well, I guess that's kind of the conversation is, like, should drama channels be doing that?
I think they should.
I think it depends on the motive, and it depends...
Yeah, it depends on the motive and depends on how you go about it. Like, if you're doing it for material, then, like, you need to go about it a certain way.
Yeah.
And you know who I think's really good at that? I mean, not that he's going to JoJo Siwa's events, but Tyler Oliveira, like, the way that he, like, goes places and, like, you can tell it's, like, for content. Like, I don't know how to explain.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
I don't know. Just, like, it should be very clearly, like, you're there to, like, report on it.
Yeah, to, like, report and, like, get the
Review.
tea. Not, like, hang out as friends.
I don't know. Yeah, it's really interesting.
And, like, I don't know. It's, like, it's hard. It's, like, because what if, like, you're generally friends with, like, these people?
Exactly.
But it's also, like, it does affect, like, reporting and, like, being biased. But I guess that's, like...
At the end of the day, like, that's just kind of the jig. I mean, the news is no different. And that's why you have to, like, pick and choose who you get your news from, you know?
Yeah. I'm kind of just like,
Shook.
I mean, I'm a little shook, yeah.
I'm also not that shook because
No.
Sloan is like low-key like on the up and up. Like he just hit 1 million subscribers, which like congrats 100%, you know, like it's about time, honestly, but I feel like, you know, these other people are they've got to be jealous, like low-key. And like he's in LA, he's living his best life, he looks good. Motherfuckers
Yes and no. If they're, I don't think these people like
I don't really fuck with like
want
Spill
that
Sesh,
life.
but that's true.
I feel like
guess
these
you're
people
right.
are content with like what they have, and like they could live in LA if they wanted to. Like they chose not to. They don't like it. Everyone's like fucking fake here and shallow, you know, like all in that crowd. Anyways, like the real motherfuckers, like born and raised, like they're the chill ones. But these like transplant, like influencer bitches,
They're very pretentious.
pretentious and fake. It's like I don't think that like a lot of people want this life.
And
They're
like
happy
just
with
so
themselves.
judgmental. Like there's so many people out here that are really judgmental.
Very.
And will just all they want to know is like who you are, like what you do for a living, how much money you have, like what car you drive, where do you live.
Yeah.
There's some really like pretentious people out here, but that's not new news, you know.
No.
Everybody knows that.
Yeah, I think people are just like tired. I think the drama channels nowadays are just tired of like the double standards, and like they just want people to be straight up. But what was kind of like mean and shady that Dustin did like say to Sloan is that he told Sloan like at this lunch or sometime that he will never be like the next Andy Cohen and like Wendy Williams. Like he literally like said that to Sloan. And Sloan,
That's so rude.
it is rude. And Sloan like made a video about like how he said that to him, but he didn't name names. But he said like that like really like hurt my feelings, and like that's just like rude to say, and he didn't like it.
Well, yeah, that's so rude.
It is. It's like, well, I'm like a type of person to be like anything is fucking possible in this life.
I agree.
But I will say, if you want to be that status, you'd have to be prepared to sell your soul.
I agree. I mean, the industry is getting exposed left and right. Like,
yeah,
there's no way to like be at that level.
No.
And to not have to like sacrifice certain things.
Yeah, like you could not be exposing the whole industry while being in the industry, you know? Like you have to sell your soul. Like fucking Andy Cohen, like he is in the fucking industry and he doesn't report on anything like besides like just reality TV shit.
You know, I don't get how Wendy Williams like did what she did for so long, honestly.
Well, I feel like she was like just really funny and like she didn't go too deep into shit.
That's true.
She
no,
did.
well, yeah,
she
wasn't
kept it light.
like
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah,
she kept it pretty light and just funny. So I think that's why. But Sloan's like videos, like they really get into shit sometimes. I'm like, dude, like no offense, but if you want to be in the industry, you can't be exposing the industry.
True.
And that's just my take on it. Like anything is possible. He definitely could like do whatever he wants, but
I mean, there is like documentaries and stuff that like expose certain things sometimes. Like, I don't know.
Well, of course, but I mean, he could be like that, but like to be like an Andy Cohen, like you'd have to like sell your soul.
Yeah.
That's just point blank period.
Okay.
Point blank period. Yeah. So, but anyways, I thought it was like rude to say that to someone. It's like you don't need to like crush someone's like dreams. Just let them like have their goals and dreams.
I agree.
Yeah, I found that like rude. I was like, that's kind of rude. Yeah. But he also said that he went to this lunch with Paige, Christy, I believe, him, which they're friends, and then Spill Sesh and Sloan. And then he said that him and Paige bought like a couple drinks for themselves and a thing of chicken wings. And then Sloan and Spill Sesh got like oysters upon oysters and like a
Yum.
bunch of shit on the menu and just went ham. And then at the end of the dinner or lunch, they were like, so we're gonna split this 4 ways. And then so it would make like Justin and Paige's like bill super big, even though they barely got anything. And then he didn't like that. He didn't appreciate that.
And like they for real didn't have any of the oysters or anything.
Yeah, they didn't.
Damn, like live a little, but
Well, maybe they don't like it.
that's true. That's true.
So, what do you think about that?
I think that I'm literally ordering myself Chinese food right now.
Wow.
I think that they shouldn't like split it 4 ways. Like maybe just split it in half and then have like
I think like Spill Sesh and Sloan should
Should
have
split
split
with
theirs in
they-
half.
yeah, and then the other two.
Yeah.
that's what I think. And honestly, if you were like a decent friend, like you would have talked that out somehow and like figured out how the paying was gonna work at the end, you know?
Or like you would have like noticed like, oh, they didn't eat any of this. Like I'm not gonna have them pay
for sure.
it.
And like in my opinion, that's just how I am with my friends. Like fuck, even if like we're just like out and like I wanted to go out, like I'll just be like, you know, I could just pay for this. Like
Yeah, like I would definitely like make sure like I'm not like bamboozling them, you know, make it fair
like
as fuck.
especially if I picked like some fancier thing, you know, like it was my
Yeah,
pick, I'm
oh my
going ham, they're
gosh,
just kind of chilling. I am not gonna make them like pay for like my choice and like I'm out here eating and they're not really eating.
Yeah,
That's
no,
not
I would
really the
never
vibe.
do that.
That's not considerate.
That's not considerate. So if that is true, then like that wasn't considerate. But like maybe they're just so in like their la la world together they didn't even notice like who ate what. But who knows? Because sometimes like when friends like that get together, like they're not paying attention to anybody else but each other, you know? But that is the tea right now. And you know, Adam McIntyre also like pointed out kind of like why are they going to like this JoJo Siwa release party? Like there's a bunch of predators there. It's not really a good look. And like we don't really know like did they get invited personally? Like how else would they get in there? Like and I also heard that they followed them all to another bar after it ended. And like they kept hanging out with them. Alleged.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I'm like, that makes it even more like sus.
Suspicious.
Yeah, so it's interesting. And then other drama channels are like, so they're gonna like hang out and do all this shit but then report on it? That's also kinda like fake, you know?
Yeah, it is kind of fake, but it's nothing that's like new, you know, like Perez Hilton has done this shit before.
Well,
Other
people are comparing Sloan to Perez Hilton.
Perez Hilton has been in my head almost this whole time, so I could see it. I could see it a little bit.
Wait,
like,
Perez Hilton has been in your head about Sloan this whole time?
like low key, like as we've been talking about it this whole video, like all I could think about was like, well, like we've seen this before with Perez Hilton, haven't we? Like in my head, you know, I'm just like, I feel like
shit.
like. Or am I just like tripping, like making that up? Like,
you know, apparently not, since everyone's saying that.
I don't know why it's giving Perez Hilton, but like I don't even know if Perez Hilton like would go to things. Like it's just making me.
That is
him.
Interesting.
Yeah, just being
wow. I mean, that's not good to be compared to Perez Hilton.
honest. Yeah, maybe that was like a little harsh. Like I don't know.
No, but everyone's comparing him. A lot of people are.
Well, people on the internet are really crazy, but like I'm also crazy, so.
Yeah, everyone's crazy, but you know, it's very interesting tea.
It is interesting to you.
It's kind of like the more serious drama channels that actually take it like seriously and look at it as like a job and like try to be unbiased and like try to have like morals against like the drama channels that are kind of more influencer-y and like just do whatever they want.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. I'm like, so where do we fall in like this? Like,
We're just anonymous and we're chill and we're
Yeah.
just reporting on what the people want to talk about. You know what I mean?
yeah,
We're just trying to serve some realness, and since we're anonymous, like, we can just kind of say whatever and do whatever.
I know, like, I really feel like there needs to be more real ass bitches in this space. Like, to say what really needs to be said, to say some real ass shit. Like,
I agree.
that's why we started this fucking thing. Because I'm like, we have shit to say and no one's motherfucking saying it.
I know, seriously. Like, just speak your mind.
And if these motherfuckers, like, try to expose us and shit like that, they are the worst motherfuckers on this planet. Because that is some evil motherfucking shit. Like, if someone wants to be anonymous, then, like, let them fucking be anonymous. Like, doxing someone is disgusting. And I'm just gonna say that some people we're talking about in this video have had a history of doing that. That's all I'm gonna say.
Great.
I'm not gonna say who. I'm just gonna say.
Very comforting.
I'm not fucking comforted, but but is there anything else you want to add about all this?
No. I just want to say that I just ordered orange chicken, white rice, and chow mein.
For what?
And fried gyoza.
Wow, that sounds delicious, and I cannot eat it, so I really hate you.
So sorry. I mean, that's a personal choice.
It's not a personal choice. I am allergic to gluten and dairy. Do you want me in the hospital?
Sucks for you, sis, because I'm finna eat.
Wow, well, enjoy your food.
finna be in the
Yeah,
pit.
that's the end of this video. Please subscribe to the channel. We are trying to get 1,000 subs. Why is this so fucking hard? Like, I literally have to donate, like, my fucking leg and my arm to, like, get this.
Guess this from my exes who don't give a shit about me. Kisses from my exes who don't give a shit about me. Break up and we make up and we na-na-na-na-na. Get to kisses from my exes. My exes. Like, you don't even know what we're singing, do you?
Subscribe.